Alright, my brother June, man, it's a pleasure to have you on the show, you feel me? So bad. You're one of great thought and insight, man. So
I'm flattered to hear that.
yeah, bro, you really are. So I'm very happy to have you on the show. So with that being said, man,
I'm very happy to have you as a friend.
hey,
No
man,
bullshit.
likewise, bro, likewise. So with that being said, we getting into it. So man, what's your thoughts on heartbreak, man? You know what I'm saying? And how society teaches us what it is versus your understanding of it.
Well, my understanding, first time I encountered heartbreak was the passing of my granddaddy, Alvin Miles.
Okay.
That was like my best friend, and he was a guy that kind of, along with my parents, of course, but he gave me that first anchor, and that like from the ages of like 0 to 5, and a child's mind has to be molded, or their personality gets set in stone. So in my mind, you have to have certain anchors in place. And my granddaddy anchor was like, he used to be like, my mom be like, oh, it's time for school. Woo, woo. Like, he don't need that shit. So then I grew up, I never liked school. You see what I'm saying? But the age we in, schools, institutions, was such a heavy focus, a heavy draw. But he used to tell me, man, you gotta study nature. You gotta study nature. So I studied plants. I would study animals and insects. I'd be playing in the dirt or whatever. Caught wingworms one time. But when he passed, it was like, that was the first time I felt heartbreak, because also I learned this about human nature too. It's volatile, being that humans got addictions, predilections, inclinations towards things that's not really of benefit to them. You see what I'm saying? They make themselves sick just with their thought patterns and things like that. And sometimes it bleeds into other people, because I didn't really like get news that, okay, your granddad passed. I just thought he was gone. So then, in a way, abandonment issues can grow from that. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then, because the information was not given to me as I grew up, I need to know everything. I'm not nosy at all, but I'm probing. And I can be intrusive, and I'm obsessive for information. I need to know what's going on. It just makes me feel secure.
Is that like an aspect of making sure that you're in control?
Yeah, I got big control issues. It's like I even said this the other day. I was doing like meditations, and I only recently started meditating past couple months, and you get a lot of insight from it.
Right.
I got big control issues, and I also have a thing where if you're not giving me either freedom to do my own thing, or not allowing me to exert some type of influence over whatever is in my sphere, or allowing me to control something even in your sphere, or you're not giving me money or helping me to make some money, in a way I'm unsettled by that.
Right.
And I take issue with that. But it's just some unconscious patterns.
Right.
But that's something I created as a youth, as a little single digit, to try to protect myself and give myself some type of security and esteem.
Yeah.
But that's also volatile. It's kind of toxic, I ain't gonna hold you. And I'm comfortable with that label, no bullshit.
Do you think you see yourself growing out of that? Do you want to grow out of that? Is that something you want to grow out of?
That's something I have to have.
Yeah.
That's something I decide. Now, how I go about it, I've always tried to be, I always seek, fermentation and maturity in the things that I do. I don't really care so much for the experience. Whatever I meant to do, it'll find me, I will find it, and it'll be cool. But in my dealings with others, sometimes it's like I know live and let live. And I know how to do that too. So I also know how to relinquish control. But if something wrong, and if we can repair this and restore balance to this, Jah like put me in charge. I put that shit together very well.
Fact.
And that's only because I believe in my abilities. Sometimes I may promise a tad bit more than I can deliver, but I'll deliver. It'll give me enough time. No care. I got the drive for it, and I got the vision for it.
Yeah. And that's crazy because, not crazy, but that's powerful because you have knowledge of self and you understand yourself. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people won't openly admit, like, this is a part of me.
Yeah.
I'm not finna change it.
No.
You gotta accept it.
I'm gonna just improve on it.
Yeah, improve on it, you know what I'm saying? And that's a lot of growth because some people be in denial. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna toss this habit away. I'm gonna get rid of this fundamental part of me. You know what I'm saying? Like, as you said, it started in that single digit 0 to 5. You know what I'm saying? But you have an understanding of it. And you know, like, man, this can actually be used to benefit me and other people around me. You know what I'm saying? So.
Nice.
Yeah. That's cool, man.
You pressing the wrong one.